On April 4th, South Korea's Constitutional Court delivered a historic verdict. In an unanimous decision, it removed President Yoon Suk Yeol from office. The reason? A reckless 6-hour martial law declaration in December 24th that plunged the nation into its deepest political crisis since the 1980s. How did this former prosecutor turned leader fall so dramatically? Let's explore the impeachment of Yoon Suk Yeol. Yoon Suk Yeol rose to prominence over decades. Born in 1960, he spent 30 years as a prosecutor, gaining fame for convicting two former presidents, Park Geun-hye and Lee Myung-bak, for corruption. In 2022, he won the presidency by a razor-thin margin of 0.73%, defeating Lee Jae-myung by just 247,000 votes. He promised a hard line against North Korea and bold economic reforms, yet his tenure quickly faltered. With an opposition-controlled National Assembly holding 192 seats to his party's 108, Yoon faced constant gridlock. By mid-2024, his approval rating had plummeted below 20% according to Gallup Korea, battered by scandals involving his wife Kim Ki-hee and disputes with striking doctors. The breaking point arrived on December 3, 2024. At 10:30 p.m., Yoon shocked the nation by declaring martial law, the first such move since 1980. He labeled the assembly a den of criminals linked to pro-North Korean forces, claiming military rule was needed to safeguard democracy. Troops stormed parliament, and television stations faced censorship threats. But within 6 hours, 190 lawmakers defied military cordons to vote unanimously against the decree. By 4:30 a.m., Yoon was forced to back down. The public response was explosive. Tens of thousands flooded Seoul's streets, demanding his removal. Parliament wasted no time. On December 14th, the opposition leveraged its 192-seat majority to impeach Yoon with a vote of 204 to 85, surpassing the required two-thirds threshold of 200 out of 300. His own People Power Party fractured, with only 85 members standing by him. The charge was insurrection, a crime that could mean life in prison. Yoon's suspension took effect immediately, and Prime Minister Han Duck-soo stepped in as acting president. The turmoil deepened when Han himself faced impeachment on December 27th, though the Constitutional Court reinstated him on March 24, 2025. The Constitutional Court held the final say. With 6 justices needed for a ruling and a 180-day deadline, the process stretched into 2025. Yoon argued martial law was a mere warning to restore order, not a coup. Prosecutors revealed a darker plan, weeks in the making, targeting the National Election Commission and lawmakers for arrest. On April 4th, Acting Chief Justice Moon Hyung-bae announced the verdict. 8 justices voted to oust Yoon, declaring his actions a violation of the Constitution and a betrayal of public trust. After 2 years and 11 months, his presidency ended. South Korea felt the shockwaves. Crowds in Gwanghwamun Square cheered the 8-0 ruling, while Yoon's supporters gathered outside his residence, decrying the decision as a stolen mandate. Legally, Yoon's troubles escalated. He became the first sitting president arrested in January 2025 and now faces trial for insurrection. Politically, a snap election must occur by June 3, 2025, with Lee Jae-myung emerging as a frontrunner after his own legal clearance. Economically, the won hit a 15-year low of 1,450 to the dollar, and the KOSPI shed 5% in the first quarter of 2025. Yoon's ouster reverberates beyond Seoul. It strains ties with the United States amid Trump's new tariffs and complicates responses to North Korea's growing alignment with Russia. Historically, Yoon joins Park Geun-hye as South Korea's second impeached leader, barred from office for 5 years. On April 5, 2025, his martial law misstep stands as a cautionary tale, a bid for control that unleashed chaos. As Asia's 4th largest economy heads to the polls, the world watches. Will South Korea heal its wounds, or face deeper unrest.